Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the 2025 Rabbit Radio season. I'm so stoked to be here with you. My name is Bracken, and we're here for another Delta High School football season. I'm here today with Carter Anderson and Kaden Colsty. Carter plays linebacker, and Kaden plays running back and linebacker. What's up, guys?
How's it going?
What's up?
I'm super happy to have you on today. Both of you are returning to this show, and I'm so excited to chat with you. How was your summer?
It's typical summer. Didn't do too much. Just had a lot of camps for different sports and snuck a little summertime activities in, but it was pretty good overall, I'd say.
Yeah, it was a good
Awesome.
summer. We definitely did a lot for sports, but still had some time. July was pretty free, so still good and fun summer.
Awesome. It sounds like you guys take a little bit of time off, but mostly play sports. Sounds like there was a lot of camps going on. You had a pretty busy summer.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And you guys are just getting ready to start school. This last Friday, you had your red and white game. Tell me about your takeaways from that and how it went.
I felt like it went pretty good. I think our defense looked really good, so I think it should all turn out pretty good once we combine the two teams together and we're all playing alongside each other.
Yeah, I agree with Caden. It was a fun game to play, and we definitely have a lot of little things to fix, but overall I'd say we have a pretty good team this year, so.
That's awesome to hear. It sounds like defense was what you took most from that, Kaden. Tell me what stood out to you.
I just felt like on defense we had a lot of sacks and a couple forced fumbles, and I think those are like turnovers are big in games, and I feel like we didn't have a lot of forced turnovers last year, so hopefully that's something we can go into this year getting a few more of.
That's awesome. And it sounds like you both play a big role in that, being linebackers. Um, what a cool takeaway that you're already noticing that improvement on defense. And you're right. I mean, that's a huge part of the game. Um, cool. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Carter. I'll start with you. Tell us about yourself, your family. Did your dad play football, and what made you get into football?
Um, so my dad played football throughout like little league through high school and stuff, and my grandpa and my older brother also did. So it's just they've been like role models in my life. So they all had good experiences with football and stuff, and so I decided I had nothing better to do. So, but it's been a good time playing football. But so yeah, I guess.
That's awesome. And you mentioned other camps. What other sports do you play?
So I play soccer and wrestle. So I went to Jerome, Idaho for a wrestling camp, and there was also a wrestling camp in Delta that I went to, but um, I didn't do too much for soccer. There wasn't too much for soccer during the summer, so it was just mainly football and wrestling that I focused on. So,
Okay, awesome. You said you got a little bit of time off for the summer. Tell us a little bit about yourself, in the context of your family. Tell us about your family.
so this summer we went on a cruise this summer, which was is pretty fun, but halfway through there was like a big storm that came through, so we didn't get to go to where we were wanting to. So we just had to sit on the boat for a little while, but it was all good. So my family, they're kind of bunch of we're ball people, so we stayed entertained most of the time. So
Could sit and entertain each other. Man, what an experience. So I'm imagining you just sitting out in the middle of the ocean waiting for a storm to pass. Is that how it went?
yeah, basically we just sat there and rocked back and forth in the boat and maybe threw up a couple times, but it was all fun.
That's pretty wild. Were you scared at all?
And if I got too scared, I just went to sleep and hopefully I woke back up. So
There you go. It's a good skill. Kaden, tell us about yourself and your family.
So I am the oldest of four boys in my family. So we all like to play sports together and just hang out. We all go hunt and fish all the time when we get chances to and just do a bunch of stuff together. So,
Four boys. It's a lot of
Mhm.
energy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's awesome. And you said hunt and fish. How do you manage hunting and fishing during football season when they kind of align
Um,
with each other?
it's usually we just go on Saturdays when we have time to. But once Little League football starts, my little brother plays, and so sometimes we don't get to go every weekend, but the chances that we get, we go, and yeah, that's about it. We just go whenever we have time to. So,
That's awesome. Sounds like you're goers. Did your dad play football?
so he actually only played football till his eighth grade year, and in eighth grade he broke both of his arms playing football, and so he never ended up playing in high school.
That'd be a hard decision to continue after breaking both your
Yeah.
arms, man. So
Yeah.
what was it that made you get into football?
Um, I don't know. My dad, like, he still pushed me to want to play football. He said that that was his biggest regret in high school was not playing football throughout high school. And so he always wanted all of us to play. And so I started playing, I don't know how young I was, and it's always just been a lot of fun for me. So I've continued playing.
That's awesome. So he encouraged it just
Yeah.
out of maybe what he felt he missed out on.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you got your brothers with you too, kind of you're kind of setting the example for them.
hmm
What's been your favorite moment in football or your favorite football experience leading up to this point?
Um, I mean, I have a couple games I think that like will stick out to me, but just being alongside a group of people that everybody's coming from different backgrounds and all of us being able to get along together and play together is, I mean, it's fun to see how much we've all grown since freshman year and seeing the team we have now. It's awesome.
yeah, I agree with Kaden. I think some of the best moments are definitely like out on the practice field when we're out there, doing scrimmages or whatever. You're out there laughing, having a good time, maybe getting yelled at by the coaches. Just it's a good time out there. So get some good moments I'll remember for the rest of my life. So
Yeah, the competition at practice is always fun getting after each other.
yeah.
That's awesome. Sounds like there's a lot of relationships built on the practice field, just in the trenches together.
Oh
That's
yeah.
really cool to hear you guys talk about. And so this kind of leads into the next question. But what's the journey been like from when you started to now playing as a senior?
Um it's I don't know. It's been crazy since I first started clear back in I think it's like fourth grade or whatnot, and then now that I'm a senior, I wish I would have maybe gave a little more effort back when I was younger, like as a freshman or sophomore or whatever. But it's been a real eye-opening experience, and creating all the brotherships and all these long life friends that I'm gonna have for forever, and it's been an experience that everyone should have in their life. So
It's been a grind. You have a lot of early mornings, a lot of hard practices. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it, but it all ends up good. Even, I mean, a lot of it's hard, but you all, as teammates, you all go through it together, and so you all know you have each other's backs, and it's something you can lean on the whole season when you're feeling down or you need somebody to go to. There's always somebody on the team that you can go to because you know you've all gone through the hard things together. So
That's awesome. It sounds like you both really lean on that brotherhood, and even when it's a grind, that's kind of where those that's kind of where that brotherhood is created. It sounds like, and not to sound redundant, but what does that brotherhood in with your football team mean to you? I mean, you both mentioned that a couple of times.
it means a lot. It like a lot of the kids that you end up getting really close with during football are people that you never really know outside of football, but it's also a lasting relationship that you get from football that you'll have with people for a long time. There's still people that who like only played like freshman year that I never really knew before then, but I'm still pretty close friends with, even though they only played our freshman year, just because of the brotherhood we gained just in 1 year. So
Yeah, it's a lot like what Kane said. It's just a lot of people I didn't think I'd be very good friends with. Came out for football and stuff, and just met them out in the field, and now I talk to them basically every day, and I've been became pretty good friends with them, and I just didn't think I'd ever become friends with those people, but it's been a good time.
That's awesome. It's incredible the bonds that we can make when we go through hard things together. It really truly is, and that's really awesome to hear from two senior leaders, and awesome for it echoes the type of town and culture at Delta High School. So awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Tell us about an experience that you've had in football that you learned the most from. Maybe one or two experiences that really stand out to you.
Um, that's kind of a hard question. Let's see. Um, Football teaches you a lot of good experiences, but I think one that I've learned the most is that life is full of hard things, but if you just like put your head down and grind through it and push all the aches and pains that your body might be feeling away, then everything will turn out all right in the end. So
I
yeah,
love that.
it's like Carter said, the mental side of things, being able to get through all the hard times and the early morning lifts, the conditioning, it teaches you that if you can just push all the bad thoughts out, that you'll be able to get through it. And then another thing that I feel like I've learned is that the little things matter. If one person misses a block on a play, the whole play won't work out. And it's kind of the same in life that like you don't want to miss out on the little things. So that would
It
be my
sounds like
thing. The little things matter.
the little things matter. So you can get through hard things and the little things matter. Two extremely important life lessons that you just taught us. It sounds like you've been able to implement that in football. How do you see that kind of shifts to a future view and kind of these life lessons that you have. What are how do you plan to utilize those lessons in the future? How do you plan to implement that rather?
I'd say, I mean, like for the keeping, like, getting through hard times, like if you, uh, lose a job or like just something like that, just remembering that it's all going to get better if you can keep pushing it and getting through the tough time, that there will be good that comes out of it.
yeah, like Kaden said, like in the future when you're going through a tough time or whatever, if you can just put your head down and grind through, it'll be all right. And it also shows me that um you have to go full effort on everything you do. You can't just do something halfway and expect to get this good job or what. You gotta really put everything you have into it if you wanna succeed to the full capacity.
Absolutely. That's awesome. And so looking ahead, what are your plans after high school? Do you have specific plans, specific colleges or careers in mind at this point?
Um, I haven't thought too much about after school, but I'm planning on serving a mission when I graduate and then coming back and probably attend SUU. And I don't really know what I really want to go into, but I guess we'll see when that time comes.
Uh, Got the next few years lined out. That's pretty awesome. So it sounds like your next big step is that mission and then potentially attending SUU. It sounds like you have plans to attend college.
Yeah, I'm planning on going to SUU for sure. So
Awesome. What about you, Kaden?
Yeah, I don't have too much on what I really know I want to do. I know I want to go on a mission after school, but after that, I plan on going to college, but I don't really know where or what for yet. So,
Sure. It's a lot to think about. There's a lot of things you could do. It sounds like that next big step for you guys is a mission, um, which is huge, and a place to implement those life lessons that you just taught us. What about this season? What are your goals for this season? Any personal milestones that you want to achieve?
well, I mean, obviously we have like the team goal of getting to that state game and winning a state championship, but I'd say personal goals, just being able to be a leader for everybody else and trying to keep everybody up and excited as the season goes on through all the hard times and also the good times that we'll have, and just being able to help everybody else, but also, I mean, just doing my part for the team. So,
yeah, I think my goal is pretty similar to Caden. Just my goal is to uh, be a leader out there on the field and help the lower classmen. But other than that, I think maybe as a personal goal, I want to try to get at least one or two interceptions if I can catch the ball. Usually I don't catch them, I just swat on the ground. But so I think that might be one of my personal goals, I'd say. So
I love that. So specifically speaking, one of the improvements you want to make is catching the ball on defense
yeah.
when you have the opportunity. That's awesome. But both of you mentioned being leaders, and kind of cool to hear because you're both very natural leaders. I think you do that, and it's evident even in the way you talk and hold yourselves, and it sounds like that's kind of the legacy that you want to leave behind. Carter, you mentioned you look back and you think of times when you maybe didn't work as hard, and it sounds like you both have made specific resolutions to do that, and to give it all you have, which again, you both embody that super well. um, with that in mind, is there any advice that you would leave younger athletes about giving it your all in football or even life in general?
I'd say for football wise, one thing would be go into everything you can, even if it's not mandatory, still going and pushing yourself to get better. And then just at practices when you have to run, when you have to do the hard things, not just instead of just going kind of hard, but being in the middle of the group, try to push yourself to do as best as you can, even if it's not as good as somebody else, doing as hard as you can, and it'll help you get better.
Yeah, to go with Caden, I'd just say don't don't do something and then live your life in regret. Um, Living life in regret is it's just not as good, So I'd say if you're gonna do it, just do it. Don't think about it, just go do it and don't regret it. So
To kind of have that decided heart, and Kaden, you said kind of measure your own success by what you're capable of doing, and rather than looking around you, and give it your all. I love that. Really, really sound advice from both of you. um you guys have a game coming up this Friday. It's your endowment game. I believe you're playing Juab. Tell me your thoughts going into that game. What's your game plan?
Um, I'm really quite excited for Jab since it's our first game, and we played Jab our freshman year, but we haven't played them since. So I'm excited to go out and play them again because they've always been, they're a bigger school and they're good and they got a lot of good players and athletic talent on their team. But I think if we can just hammer out all of our flaws and just grind and don't let up when we play them, then I think we can have a pretty solid chance against these guys. So
Yeah, I think it should be a pretty good game. Joab's a good team. It's like Carter said, they're bigger than us. They're 3A and we're 2A. So, but that's not anything that we worry about with them being bigger than us at all. We're just we just need to go out and play our game and play as a team. If everybody does their part, then we should be pretty tough to beat. So,
Sounds like the plan is go play your best game. Going back to your advice, Kaden, just do your best. Everybody do their own job and everybody execute. That's awesome. I'm excited. That'll be a lot of fun. And I'm sure you guys are rearing to get started here. I know you had the red and white game, but it's always fun to play Juab.
yeah,
oh yeah.
definitely.
Awesome. So kind of you want to shift gears a little bit, kind of some fun questions for you. What's your favorite kind of pizza?
Um, I don't know. I'd say probably pepperoni with a little bit of bacon on it. That's probably my go-to. So
I am gonna have to go with chicken bacon ranch.
Chicken bacon ranch. So both bacon, both
oh
great
yeah.
pizzas. That's
Oh yeah.
awesome. What's your most used emoji?
Most used emoji. Ooh. I don't know. I tend to send emoji. It's just has a straight line across his mouth and two eyes, because then it just leaves people guessing what I'm trying to say. And yeah, everyone always texts me back and says, "What are you trying to say?" And I just send the emoji again, and leave them guessing.
So so do you have something in mind when you send that, or are you just trying to
Uh,
mess with people?
I'm kind of trying to decide what I'm trying to say also. So it's kind of just giving me more time to figure out what I'm trying to say too. So
So when Carter sends you the flat line, it's a buffer.
it's a buffer, yeah.
Okay, I love it. What about you, Kaden?
Um, Mine would probably be, I don't know, I don't use a lot of emojis. Probably the winking emoji though.
Mm.
Okay, is that like a flirty wink or like a
Just
joking wink
just
or?
yeah, just a joking wink, just the
Okay,
straight-faced wink emoji. Just messing with
all
some.
right, I like it. That's awesome. What would be your dream day if money wasn't an issue? What would you do in one day?
Oh boy. Money
Um,
wasn't an issue. I'd like to go, I don't know, I'd go somewhere I've never been, somewhere in Europe probably, maybe to the Swiss Alps, go chill up there, go catch a goat, maybe, name it Fred, bring it back home with me, grab all my friends, go, I don't know, go cause some monstrosity out in the world.
Catch a goat in the Alps. I like
Oh
it.
yeah.
Maybe that's where you serve your mission is the Alps.
Oh, hopefully.
What about you, Caden? What's your dream day?
um, Money wasn't a problem, then on that one day, I would go buy as many things as I could. I would go get a new house, and then I would go fly out to hmm, somewhere out east and just go deep sea fishing as long as I can.
Like spearfishing or like go way out and
We'll go both. If money's not a problem, why not both?
do everything? All right. I love it. I like how you covered your bases. Buy a house first, buy everything you
Hmm.
can, then go. Cool. I like it. What's something that you've always wanted to try and maybe haven't?
Um, I know. I think to go skydiving, you have to be 18, but skydiving is
Yeah.
always something I really want to do. So maybe in the future I'll go try it.
No regrets, right?
No
That
regrets.
was your advice.
Yeah, skydiving would be fun. I'm gonna go along the same line, flying a plane.
Okay.
Fly a plane.
Is
Yeah.
that something you thought about doing as a career?
Possibly, possibly. So,
That's awesome. Both kind of adventure seekers then.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Oh boy.
Hmm.
I think I'd want to be have the ability to turn invisible. I'd just disappear from the world. Maybe go prank some people and they never know. So I think being invisible would be my go-to.
Might have the same effect as the straight-faced emoji. Just give you some
Yeah.
buffers.
Keep people guessing.
Yep. Invisible. What about you, Kaden?
I'm gonna go with teleportation. So then I can just go wherever I want. And I mean, if I get in an awkward conversation or something, I can just leave right then. And I mean, if you have a meeting at 7, you can just
Mm,
wake up at 6:45, take 10 minutes to get ready, and just boom, you're there.
yeah.
That would be nice. That'd be great. Well, you could be deep sea fishing and then get to practice at 3 too.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you'd be just fine. All right. If you had to eat the same thing for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Hmm.
Same thing for the rest of my life. I think I'd probably just say Rice Krispie treats. I dig some Rice Krispie treats every once in a while. And they're pretty good, so I think I can handle those for the rest of my life.
Rice Krispie treats.
I'm gonna go with yogurt. I eat a lot of yogurt, so just yogurt.
Yogurt and Rice Krispie treats. All right. Now people know what to get you.
Oh yeah.
So awesome. Well, hey, I appreciate you guys coming out today. It's a lot of fun to get to chat with you. Again, for the both of you, it's a lot of fun, and I know that there's a lot of people that really enjoy hearing from you. You're doing awesome things. You mentioned leadership, and you both are doing a fantastic job of that. So I know that you have a lot going on, and schools. You're kind of getting back in the gear of things with school, and got your
Mhm.
first game coming up. So really do appreciate your time. Thank you for coming out.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you for
thank
having
you.
us.
Absolutely. You guys have an awesome season.
Thank you.
Thanks.